Hey, what's going on? Welcome back. It's time for the Roundup. Myself, Logan Sama here, back in the hot seat for reversal. And every week right here on the channel, we round up the most exciting and interesting tournaments from the last 7 days from around the FGC globe. So let's get straight into the action. This past week, Dreamhack rolled into San Diego and over 1,000 players signed up for a multitude of fighting games on offer across the 3-day event. There were a number of side events like Under Night in Birth, Skullgirls, Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2, and of course Ultimate and Melee doubles. Street Fighter V capped out at 64 entrants and drew strong local competition, but Puerto Rico's Mono flew in and took the victory the whole way through, winner's side defeating Corey Bell in Grand Finals. In the King of Fighters 15, Juan KOF took it against Reynald with this comeback on the last character.
Oh my god, he has the level 1, it's not gonna kill, Pixel! Fireball chips him!
In Tekken 7, Shadow 20Z took the title with his Anna Williams. And in Guilty Gear Strive, over 150 players fought it out, but it was Hotashi who managed to bring it back despite being reset in Grand Finals after an epic series of sets against MFCR. Hotashi closing out a super tense 5th game in the Grand Final reset to take the title. When it comes to platform fighters, Dreamhack always represents, and first up was Brawlhalla. After taking a 2-0 lead, Impala fought off a comeback from Sandstorm to close out a Game 5 win in Grand Finals. In Melee, AMSA dominated the competition with 9 wins back-to-back in top 8, going undefeated and closing out the victory against Axe in Grand Finals with that red Yoshi. And Smash Ultimate saw over 300 competitors fight it out, and it was MK Big Boss with a dominant performance all through the winner's bracket. He took it 3-1 against Kurama in Grand Finals to take the dub. Shoutouts to Jibril, who won Ultimate Marvel vs Capcom 3, which happened off stream, but don't worry, you'll be able to catch the footage of that on Tampa Never Sleeps on YouTube. That will be uploaded in the coming week. Gathering almost all the best players in Europe, talent from various countries were here to compete at Shonen War 2 in Vitry-sur-Seine in France, just outside of Paris. We saw the likes of Gluttony, Bloom Forever, Siskri, Super Semi, and Taric, to say the least. But the tournament was so stacked that most of them were sent to losers pretty early. Super Semi, for example, had to go on a 5-match win streak in losers bracket just to reach the top 8. As Siskri got closer to Gluttony every single time they fight, he sent him in to losers finals. And it was looking good for Siskri, but that was without counting on Bloom Forever, who took the whole tournament from top 8 losers side, not losing a single game starting in losers semis. 3-0 against Andres as a revenge for the winners bracket loss, 3-0 against Gluttony, and then 6 games straight against Siskri in Grand Finals.
Du tournoi sera scellé, l'œuvre, on attend l'option, on attend la bombinette, on attend le down B, on va venir le punir, on va venir retenir notre adversaire, tout en haut, Bloom Forever!
The icing on the cake, the UK also won a crew battle against France, and the message seems clear.
Oh, il a bourré! Oh, il a bourré! Oh, il a bourré!
Is Britain stronger than France? Maybe we should find out.
The French are so free!
One of the prime Japanese tournaments is back. 471 entrants descended on Fukuoka in Japan for Kowloon 5 Smash Ultimate Major. And this time, there was a special guest as Cosmos went out to compete. Finishing in an honourable 5th place, he had to concede his spot in winners finals to Asimo, who faced off against Mia. All of these players fell in their turn to one of the most insane runs from Shuton. He lost early in the bracket to Shiryuki and then proceeded to beat 7 opponents on his way to Grand Finals through the losers side, including taking revenge against Shiryuki on the way. Resetting the bracket 3-1 in Grand Finals and then a clutch Game 5 in the Shin Grand Finals set to achieve an epic victory.
And welcome to the last CLG Run It Thursdays tournament.
With the acquisition of CLG and the closure of their FGC division, it was a farewell to one of the most innovative community events we have seen in the last couple of years in Run It Thursdays. The CLG FGC crew got together and it was Strive that was up first. On the East Coast, winners final saw Adventures Jacko taking a 3-1 win over Marvello's Chip. In losers semi-final, Jack's Happy Chaos took a 3-1 win over Bean's Chip. And Jack had to run the Chip gauntlet, playing Marvello in losers finals, also getting 3-1, defeating the Ninja Army. Grand finals was Adventure versus Jack fighting out the losers side, and Adventure chose to use Anji. That didn't work out and Jack reset immediately 3-0, and Adventure stubbornly kept to Anji until the very end, but another 3-0 sweep saw Jack take it from the losers side.
Oh, we don't have to send him to rest. This is Jack's victory, and he is the winner of the final CLG tournament. He said, get him out of here.
On the West Coast, unfortunately, Strive has been having a lot of online issues lately, especially in tournaments where an exploit can happen and the game can be crashed. The admins did their very best but could not run the bracket to its end, so the players decided that since they're big fans of blocking, they'll settle it with blocks on Tetris. Ringe and Jake Ryan suddenly turned into Tetris commentators.
Still alive at the end. Frank still clearing somehow, and now Red Ditto's the one who's in trouble. He made it at the end. Red Ditto.
Red Ditto takes the last CLG Run It Thursdays for the West Coast.
To watch Reddito send everyone out and claiming the final CLG Run It Thursdays on Tetris. Thanks once again to the CLG FGC team and all the work they've done on Run It Thursdays. We sorely missed.
Happened, but 36 weeks of amazing tournaments, all these different games being celebrated, and by the CLG FGC, it's something great.
Gamers Assembly is a huge yearly LAN party running since the year 2000 in Poitiers in France. It's got plenty of well-known esports titles, but this year Dragon Ball FighterZ, Guilty Gear Strive and Tekken 7 were on the lineup. As we are in France, Dragon Ball FighterZ was the main game here, and as such, it was played on the main stage. An unlikely face-off in winners finals with Rado and Winkies both rocking Super Baby and Frieza. Winkies actually taught Rado how to play Super Baby, and as such, managed to get the win 2-1, finishing with a good old return to Monkey. Losers finals had Rado facing Ju Nanago, who he sent to the losers bracket earlier on. Unfortunately, this time though, he lost the run back and Ju Nanago moves on to the grand finals to face Winkies, aka Rado's master. After a very solid game one from Ju Nanago, showing solid defense against Winkies' attempts to open them up, Winkies immediately brought it back to win grand finals 2-1 and bag himself a lovely cash prize and a trophy. Over in Strive, the winners finals was a team kill between two NSXC members, Neos, the tournament favourite, and ROR. Neos took a convincing 3-1 winners final win, sending ROR to losers to face Cataclysm's Baiken. Last game, last round, and while Cataclysm had a huge life lead, ROR came back and finished in pure Kai fashion, run up and throw.
Let's go, Ryan!
As for grand finals, it was the same scenario as winners, a dominant performance from Neos, taking it 3-1 again and securing the title. Tekken 7 started with a 5v5 exhibition where Team Taina won over Team Genius, and the two captains ended up facing each other later on in winners final. Every single game being Genius going up 2 rounds and Taina bringing it back 3-2 to take a 3-0 sweep. In losers final, Genius opted for Negan instead of Paul, but lost 3-0 to Bams' Steve. Grand final saw Bams versus Taina on Lei, with Tyner denying the bracket reset and closing out a tense 5-game set 3-2 to take the win.
Commence pas. Attention. C'est terminé. J'ai dit c'est terminé, monsieur. J'ai dit c'est terminé.
And finally, down to Buenos Aires in Argentina, where Urban Battles took place. An offline local that saw approximately 50 players gather together to play Dragon Ball FighterZ, King of Fighters 15 and Strive. First up in Strive, Rubik closed it out 3-1 in Grand Finals against Dog. In King of Fighters 15, Kaiser 666 had a dominant 9-game victory streak in top 8 to close out a win against Shinku Hadouken 3-0 in Grand Finals. And in Dragon Ball FighterZ, GF32 went on an epic losers run to reset the bracket in Grand Finals against Zanesu and close it out with this beautiful Broly conversion into the Ginyu Force for the win, closing out a dominant Game 5. And that's all we got time for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Shout out to all of you guys in the comments that have been sending us leads on exciting events around the world. We love covering weird and wonderful tournaments. So if you've got anything going on, please let us know. Follow us on Twitter. It's @reversal_GG. Or of course, drop us the sub. Drop us a like, share some of the content. We've got loads more to come, including some great documentaries we put together. And of course, these 3-minute videos that are dropping from the team as well. So make sure you are following on the YouTube. You're getting that notification, that bell is on, and you will know as soon as our newest videos drop. I'll see you next time round for the Roundup.